And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. According to the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, about 7% of veterans will experience PTSD at some point in their life, and they are more likely to take their own lives, more than double than the civilian population. An alarming issue that is not getting any better, according to those who are helping the veterans. We have with us David Malsby from the PTSD Foundation of America, Camp Hope here in the city of Houston, a very excellent program for many veterans who are struggling to get back on their feet after going through PTSD, mental health, addiction. So, David, when we take a look at the state of mental health when it comes to veterans, where do we stand, and are they getting the help they need?
You know, I would like to be able to say they're getting everything they need. The good news, I guess I would say, is there are at least more options available to our veterans today. There's still some tremendous gaps in the system. The VA continues to be overwhelmed. Waits lists continue to be long for veterans who are trying to reach out to get the help. I think they're doing what they can. It is a massive, massive problem. The mental health numbers, suicide numbers, addiction numbers are all multiplied 2 and 3 times in the veteran world as opposed to the civilian world. So, you know, I champion everybody involved, all the nonprofits that are trying to step in and help meet this need. And I'd love to say we had it all figured out. Truth is, we're just scratching the surface, and there is a great deal of work to be done in front of us.
And are you still seeing a long line of people coming to you, your organization, for help? Because you do more than just the average agency out there. You provide them with a home until they get on their feet, where they can even bring their families as part of their recovery and starting over. But are you still seeing a tremendous need, a long line at your door?
Oh, absolutely. And I was asked not too awful long ago, you know, we just went through the 3-year anniversary of the withdrawal from Afghanistan. And I've had people ask, does that mean, you know, the numbers are slowing down, that the need's going away? And no, it's not. It's not unusual for veterans that come to our door to have been at least 10, 15 years since they took off the uniform. And of course, some Vietnam vets, it's been, you know, 5 decades before they finally decided to reach help. So the fact that we're out of Afghanistan and Iraq has not slowed anything down. The problem continues, and we believe the numbers are going to continue to go up.
Now, at some point, you guys, and I think at one point you adjusted the numbers on the number of veterans who commit suicide each day. Where does that number stand now?
There was a study put out, I think that you're referring to, that was a nonprofit that partnered up with Duke University and the University of Alabama. They studied 8 states, every death record across a 5-year period. And that went up from Florida up into the northeast part of the country, across into the Midwest. 8 states, 5 years, every single death record in the state, which is a daunting task. It's hard to think about. That's a lot of death records to go through. What they came away from with that report is they believe we're losing 44 veterans every single day that are preventable. Now, how many of those are suicide versus overdose? And then is it semantics and doesn't really matter? The bottom line is that's 44 deaths every single day that could have been prevented if we had just been able to get in front of those individuals before they became a statistic. So the numbers continue to be absolutely horrific. And again, I wish I could tell you, you know, that number was dropping down significantly.
Stay with us. We talk about the steps you can take to help out in this dire situation. And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. According to the VA, more than half of veterans with a mental illness do not receive the treatment they need. We continue our conversation with David Malsby with the PTSD Foundation of America to talk about how to help a soldier, a veteran near you. And David, for those families that may be out there struggling and they have a veteran that's a part of the family, or a veteran who may be a friend, and they don't know how to get them the help they need, what would be the first thing you tell this person to do, whether that veteran is struggling with addiction, PTSD, or suicidal thoughts, or all the above? what would be your first advice to that family member or friend to do with that veteran?
I think the best thing anyone can do is, first of all, you can't be judgmental in the way you approach or necessarily assume someone is in a dark space and maybe in a critical spot. But you can't be afraid to ask, hey, brother, are you okay? And listen, I don't know what's going on or how to fix it, but I'll listen, I'll knock on doors, I'll make phone calls, I'll do whatever I can to walk the journey with you to get some help, to help you, whether it's the addiction, the rage, the anxiety, the lack of ability to sleep, the extreme paranoia, or self-medication, whatever that drug of choice may happen to be. You see those things getting worse. I always tell folks, man, don't be afraid of offending someone. I'd much rather offend someone at the opportunity of asking the question, are you in trouble, as opposed to standing at a casket and feeling regret that you never asked the question. And I know that's uncomfortable to hear. It can certainly be uncomfortable to ask the question, but I know I've stood over too many caskets. I'm not afraid to ask the question. I encourage people also to not be afraid to ask, and just be willing to walk with them. Just let them know, hey, man, I'm here with you. Whatever it is, I'll walk the journey with you.
And for those who are wondering how your program works, how does it work exactly for those who may come to you for assistance?
Well, we have a couple of options. One are our support groups, both for our veterans, and we run support groups also for their families, friends, anyone that cares about that veteran. Those support groups run both locally here in Houston in a few different locations. Also, we have one available on Zoom. So wherever you are, you can reach out and be a part of those through our website, ptsdusa.org. Then our interim housing program, known as Camp Hope, where we bring veterans in from all across the country. They live with us 6 months, sometimes up to a year and a half, and even maybe 2 years. It just depends on a multitude of factors. But it's at no cost to the veteran or their family. Obviously, it costs them the time. But we tell them, look at it as your next deployment. Only this deployment, you're not getting shot at and blown up. This deployment, you are learning how to deal with what happened to you in war and how to handle that in a civilian world that's safe both for you, for your family, and for your friends. So again, those are all at no cost. All that information is available at our website. If a veteran is in crisis, like literally you are scared to death, they're not going to make it through the next few hours, we have a combat trauma line that's answered 24/7 by a combat veteran, and that number is 877-717-7873.
And how proud are you of the work that you guys do there? Because I see a lot of success stories where people leave Camp Hope, they leave your organization, and they start their lives over.
Yeah, it's people will ask, isn't that the coolest thing in the world to be a part of saving somebody's life? I said, well, it is pretty difficult to trump that. Not that we claim that, it's just what veterans say about what their organization's done for them. But I would say it can get a little bit better than that. Like if you help a father get into a better mental health spot, a better physical place, get them back into their home, not only just back, but back healthy and a productive member of society and a member of their family, that has a massive ripple effect, not only in the home, but in the entire community.
And of course, we want to thank you for joining us. So have a great night. See you next time.